I'm going to do the worst case and best case scenarios for the Big 12 in football for the 2025 season. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And I waited up to this point because of the spring transfer portal window in terms of entering has closed for a bit of time here. And I realize there might be some more additions down the line. But I just decided to just get this out of the way here. And it's in no particular order here. So, I'm going to start with Baylor. Worst case scenario, 7-5, aim for. Best case, 11-1. Now, Texas Tech, aim for or 9-3 at worst. At best, 11-1. Now, Kansas State, 7-5 at worst, 10-2 at best. Now, Kansas, worst case scenario, I think it's like 5-7 or 6-6. And best case is like 9-3 or 8-4, to be honest. Now, Oklahoma State. And I'm being dead serious when I say the worst case scenario is 2-10 or 3-9. You lost so much production from last year, and you underachieved. And I get you have added guys, but at the same time, you're going to have a brand new starting quarterback that has not taken a single snap in their career, potentially. And you lost 2 quarterbacks to the transfer portal as well. But best case is like 7-5. I do not see 9 wins. If you want to really say aim for, that's okay. I give you that. But I am not entirely high on Oklahoma State this year. And I know it may come back to bite me because, Oklahoma State is better when they're being slept on. Just like they were 2 years ago when they were made to the Big 12 title game. Okay. Anyway. Now, UCF is kind of interesting with the new head coach. To me, worst case scenario is like 2-10, 3-9. Best case is like 7-5. And it's just like a total guessing game with the new head coach and new staff and a lot of roster turnover. Now, TCU, to me, 10-2. At best, 6-6, 7-5 at worst. I do not see 11-1 when you look at that schedule. I just see two landmines of losses at least. I don't see 11-1. Personally, I don't. Now, Cincinnati, worst case scenario, 4-8. Best case, 8-4 and 7-5. And it's a big year for Scott Satterfield at Cincinnati, in my opinion, because if they do not make to a bowl game, he could be on the way out. Okay, now, BYU. Worst case scenario is 7-5. Best case is like 11-1 or 10-2. Now, Houston, I think, will match at least last year's record in 4-8 at worst. But best case is like 7-5. Or maybe 8-4 if the offense really clicks. And I know they have a new defensive coordinator as well, besides the offensive coordinator. So, we'll see what happens. Now, West Virginia, total guessing game here. 4-8 at worst, 8-4 at best. Now, Utah, I think they will match at least last year's record in terms of like 5-7. And the thing about it is, the projected starting quarterback, his touchdown to interception ratio was not even that good at the G5 level. And they really are high on him. I get he's with his offensive coordinator, but he struggled with the picks. But I'm just saying. But best case scenario is like aim for. Do not see like a 9-3 season for them. I just don't. Now Arizona, it's a big year for Brent Brennan in my opinion. He needs to step it up. from last year. And worst case scenario is like 4-8, 5-7. But best case, 8-4. Arizona State, the Big 12 champion. Worst case scenario, I see like 7-5, 8-4. That's the worst case scenario. Now, best case is 11-1, and I do not see undefeated for any of these teams out here. Now, Colorado, they lost some key players, and I know they added as well. But whoever's going to start at quarterback is going to take it's a step backwards from Shedeur Sanders. So to me, worst case scenario, 4-8 or 5-7. Best case is like 8-4. We're going to have to wait and see what happens, and we'll know about the Big 12 media poll during the summer here. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 or more. Someone might, of course, like the video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe buttons for the notification bell as well.